Here's why, man. Eating healthy and eating right is hard enough, but whatever you do, oh my God, people use the microwave to warm up pee. Ugh. Whatever you do in your workout field, there's always somebody online telling you that that's not the right thing to do. That's really why I don't like to talk about it that much online. I really only talk about it to y'all. I talk about it to y'all more than anything. But I was online yesterday on Instagram, and this guy I follow that I'm just about to unfollow. He's like a super vegan. He follows Dr. Sebi, I think, S-E-B-I, who is he's an African American doctor. I don't think he's still living. But anyway, this guy was online saying broccoli ain't good for you, brown rice ain't good for you, cauliflower ain't good for you. I'm like, bro, what can we eat? What can we eat? What? What can you eat? Whatever you eat, and somebody's like, well, that got glucose, sectose, mechalite. Well, if you're drinking bottled water, that's not completely water. You have to just go outside when it's raining and open your mouth. Well, it doesn't rain here that much. Well, you got to move to a tropical climate because the only water you should drink is fresh rainwater. Open your mouth when it's raining and drink that. Only bread you can use is Ezekiel bread, but then you've got to cut that in half on the side and have a sliver of that. Okay, you can't have full Ezekiel breads. Well, I'm drinking tap water. Well, you can't have tap water because that's got fluoride, citrifluoride, Lucifer, and Bank of America in it. You gotta buy this filter from Trader Joe's, and you gotta pass it through the filter, and you gotta melt it, and you gotta pour it in a microwave, not a 7-Eleven microwave, regular microwave. Then you gotta pour it through a gold synapse fire, and then filter it, then you can drink it. Okay? Nothing is right. Well, I had some some chicken breast. Well, all the chickens has hormones and fluorides and chicken frieds, and it has Frank Sinatra's remains in it. It has bones in it. Frank Sinatra's DNA in it. What chicken can I eat? You really shouldn't even be eating chicken. You should be vegan. But you can't eat. You've got to pretty much buy organic at Trader Joe's. Actually, Trader Joe's isn't even right. You just got to go to Whole Foods. Because Whole Foods doesn't have any dextrose, glucose, lactose. That's what JoJo says we're all going to die. Joe says, if you eat healthy or you don't, you're going to die anyway. So you might as well eat candy. The only flaw in his logic is you die earlier, but technically he's true. He's right. See, look at this water. It's bottled. The cap has a small warning. The cap is a small part and poses a choking hazard to children. So you really shouldn't be drinking that water because you can choke a child. If you drink this water, you might choke a child in another state. So it's not even really healthy to be drinking that water like that. What you got to do is go to Whole Foods, go in there to their bathroom, and bottle your own water and get one of those Nalgene bottles for REI, boil your water, take it to a campsite, offer it as a sacrifice to nature, pour it in the dirt, take it out of the dirt, strain it through the dirt. It's going to add some more nutrients, and then just drink mud is really what I want you to do. Drink mud. I'd be like, man, shut up. I'm eating, they're like, what can you eat, man? What can you eat? Y'all don't have to worry about tagging me on Nick Cannon Waller now. You know why? Here's why. They only do that to gear up energy for Water Now. They already had Water Now auditions. Only reason I know is because Doughboy's on season 4 of Water Now. He already helped people on Water Now. They're doing workouts already. They might add a couple guest people, but they ain't really looking for people to audition. They just want you to know that Water Now is coming back. But I appreciate y'all for believing in me. Yeah, that's what they want you to do. So what can I eat? What you have to do is go outside, roll your window down, then just bite some air. But even with the air biting, you gotta have portion control. Because sometimes when people are eating air, they get really hungry because they haven't eaten any food because everything has dextrose, lactose, nitrose, and fluorides in it. So just, you gotta only take 7 or 9 air bites. And you really shouldn't even be eating the air from Los Angeles, because the air in Los Angeles, it has smogifiers in it. You really need to move to like back to Seattle or like to a healthy place like Colorado. Go around the mountains and eat the air around the mountains. Yeah, air is not going to make you full, but really humans, when we were cavemans, we weren't designed to be full. We were supposed to always be hungry, so we would be like out there hunting. So you really should only eat the air in like small cities or rural valleys. Or you can eat the air around Whole Foods. If you eat the air around Whole Foods, it will be good. Whole Foods has good air. Go into the produce section of Whole Foods and just bite some air around it. And that way it will be healthy. Mountain air mostly is the type you should have. Yeah. I'd be so frustrated, man. What if you eat kale? Actually, there's so many pesticides and homicides and homophobics in the kale. Like, if you didn't get it from Whole Foods, your kale might be homophobic, because some kale lives a heterosexual lifestyle and some kale lives a homosexual lifestyle. And if you eat the homophobic kale, then you really won't be healthy, because you need to eat heterosexual kale. Like, you can't have homophobic kale. They get around and they're like, hey, I'm kale. And you don't want that one. Oh no, you do want that one. I get confused, so just don't eat kale. What you have to do if you want to be sure to eat the kale, you've got to grow it yourself and just bite it. You just have to go into your garden. You can't pull it out of the roots, because when you take vegetables out of the roots, all the nutrients are in the soil. So really, go and build a garden in your own and grow kale. Make sure it's not homophobic. You can't like turn on Bravo channel around it, because it will watch Andy, and kale likes Andy. And then when you turn that kale on and it hears Bravo and it's like, oh, Andy. And then it's like, hey, Andy, yeah. So turn Bravo off and don't watch Andy, and just bite the kale on the ground. Kale life matters, okay? And really, people have lettuce and they have salads, but you know, iceberg lettuce is like really have no nutrients. It's just 98% water. So if you're gonna have a salad, you need spinach. But then one time, spinach had E. coli, so you really can't eat spinach either. Which is kind of why what you want to do is, what you want to do is go back to Whole Foods. Ask them what you can eat. Yeah, you just want to mix water and ranch. But even like ranch is not really healthy. So you have to make ranch with Greek yogurt from Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. And you just take the Greek yogurt, and to make it taste like ranch, you got to get you got to get a Greek yogurt and take it to a ranch and put it in the middle of where the horses are, and then just let the horses run around it, and then pretend that it's ranch, because ranch is not really good for you. Hidden Valley has a lot of dextrose, sucrose, infinities, and license plates in it. I'm sorry, Coach Jazz, you did tell me that. Greek yogurt, man. If you want sour cream, it's really, you got to have Greek yogurt. But not American Greek yogurt. You have to go to Greek land. You got to fly to Greek. Go to Greek, the land, or Greece. But don't put Greece in your food, but just go to Greece. And then ask for some yogurt in Greece, because the American Greek yogurt's not really Greek enough. So you got to go to Greece and then go to a Whole Foods in Greece. And then when you get to the Whole Foods in Greece, get the yogurt, but it won't be called Greek yogurt because you'll be in Greece, so they don't have to like identify that it's also Greek yogurt. It's just like, you're in Greece, so it's like they don't call Canadian bacon in Canada. They just call it bacon, or actually ham, because it's not even bacon at all. It's just called ham in Canada, so it's not even really. When you go back to Greece and Whole Foods, go into the Whole Foods in Greece and get yogurt, and then take that yogurt to a ranch and then have the horses run around it, and you'll have ranch. But you gotta eat it before you fly back to America. Because in the plains, when you go in the plains in America, somebody heated up pee in the microwave, and that gets in the air, and those little vent things that you open, it sprays toxins in your body. So you can't even like breathe on airplanes because you're really just breathing in everybody else's air. And if they haven't been to Whole Foods, their air might make you sick. So you have to close those vents on the plane, because if they didn't breathe in Greek or air in Whole Foods, have I said Whole Foods or Trader Joe's? That's probably where you need to go the most of. What can you eat? What about ground bison, man? Ground bison, I've heard, is pretty lean. Yeah, it is lean, but ground bison come from M. Bison, and he was like the boss on the first Street Fighter, and he had a bad diet, and he grew all these bison eyes, and all the bisons, they had that move that M. Bison did, like he would go like that and spin. So the bisons were dizzy, and then when they're dizzy, they got more pesticides in their blood, and that got into the bison. So when you lean that up, you're really eating the superhero, M. Bison. And he didn't ever take his hat off because he was balding. And he was balding because he didn't eat at Whole Foods. Okay, so really just what you want to do is eat Beachbody products, though, not Shakeology and like Recovery Fuel. You want to order Beachbody products like from Tony Horton and Shaun T. Order the DVDs and then just eat the DVDs, because those DVDs are made with the sweat of Beachbody trainers, and they're more healthy because they eat like Whole Foods and Shakeology and nutrients. So just bite their DVDs and eat the paper, because it's been made with so much nutrients. Because Tony Hortons, he's like the healthiest. And you don't want to eat Herbalife because it's not really good for you. Just eat herbs and live life. Right? It's what you want to do. And you don't really want to eat oranges, because did you get the oranges from Whole Foods? I love Whole Foods. This is what I hear when you talk to me, Coach Jazz. Mind you guys, I just ate sweet potato with no brown sugar, no butter, nothing. I just ate a sweet potato. Raw. With a pot of water. That's my lot in life. I don't know how many pounds I lost, JD the baby. I just been putting in the work, man. Oprah was on, me and Melissa were watching Mr. Robot. By the way, that's an awesome show. You should watch Mr. Robot. I was watching Mr. Robot with Liz, and Oprah was like, 2016 is the year of your best body. It's not about a dress I have to fit into and all that. And I was like, man, shut up, Oprah. You're rich and you bought Weight Watchers, so you got a vested interest. But anyway, that burp was from food I ate from Whole Foods Air. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm not checking how many pounds. I'm only checking what I weigh on Saturdays in the morning now. I forgot that you need to check it in the morning. Making a Murderer, you need to watch too. Making a Murderer, you need to watch first. But Mr. Robot is only going to be free until January 21st. Making a Murderer. Once you watch Making a Murderer, if you get to episode 3, you should finish it in 3 days because it's going to be hard to stop. Whole Foods sells compromised goods. If you need to book me, just email me KevOnStage or go to KevOnStage.com/booking and fill out the form, or you can email me KevOnStage@gmail and I'll put you in contact with the person who books me. You got a bone to pick with Oprah? Ooh. All right, guys, I'm on the 405. It's been a blessing. I wish you could like go back and title your Periscope after you figure out what your topic is. But this is why I like Periscope, man, because I didn't know what I was going to talk about, and now I do. And if you were here, you got it. And if you weren't, you missed it. But you guys were here, so you got it. God bless you. God keep you. We'll see you at the conference.